Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jack here and I run Collectibles. If you're new here, I just talk about my business and what went down throughout the week. I'll probably start stretching these out though so they're not every single week because I'm going to be honest, not every week is super special. So I will do my best to keep updating you guys, but anyway, let's get started. So first of all, I needed to restock my Japanese booster packs, so I went to my supplier and bought pretty much everything that was out of stock and a little bit more, just in case. I also introduced the set Raging Surf, which I just completely skipped over. It's like a third of Paradox Rift. Look at this box design. Look, it's literally a white box art. Like, I think I don't know what set it was, but it had a Mimikyu on it and a bunch of fairy types. Xerneas was on it. They did that in Sun and Moon era. Dude, this box looks so clean, man. It's so cool, and the booster packs are really neat as well. I'm not sure if they have like an all black set. Obsidian is like, alright, it's got like Ruler of the Black Flame. They might have that, but I'm not sure if there's a fully black art for a booster box. That would be pretty neat though. It'd probably look really clean. But that really happened at the end of last week. So pretty much the whole entire beginning of last week as of recording this. I pretty much just listed bulk again. That's the thing with these videos. For the last 3 videos I've been saying I've been listed. That's all I've been doing. Nothing really happens until the end of the week because I need to restock. That's the problem with these videos. I'm just doing bulk still, and I'm gonna continue to do that for another month probably because it's taking me ages. I'm doing my best. I'm almost done with this is the first magic lot right here, and then I just took in another one this weekend, which is sick. I'm gonna go through that. It's gonna be really neat. In that lot, it has this. This is like a Secret Layers Hydra, Calling of Hydra heads right here. Look at that. Dude, I've never okay, I did get the SpongeBob one for my personal collection. It did not come in this though. It came in some like envelope. I was like, "What?" Dude, but I don't know if it's because this is foil too. So, I don't know. Maybe they go all out if you get a foil version. I was like, "Well, this just looks cool to display anywhere." Like, you can put it right there. Dude, it looks really neat. It's so cool. Unfortunately, my Dragon Shield sleeves still haven't sold yet. I initially got those for the card show, because they might go hand in hand with like Magic the Gathering and some competitive Pokemon. Unfortunately, they haven't sold. I'm not sure if people prefer like a dual mat over the matte, which I have. I just have the regular matte sleeves, but so many different colors. It's sick. It's really neat. I guess also last week I did make a video announcing my website. So my website did launch now, and I'm doing my best to prioritize product on that, and then anything that doesn't sell at the end of the week, the website will shut down and I will bring that to the flea market then. So I guess, yeah, that's how it's gonna work. Instead of getting product in, waiting a week just to let everyone else have a chance at the flea market, and then putting it up just to hope that it sells. To me, I think that would be fair, but like I need to move product, dude. It's not long-term words success. There we go. I restocked all my boxes and introduced more boxes for commander decks, play boxes, and collector boxes as well. So yeah, that's all ready to go. So we are pretty much all set up for the website. Business cards are still in the work. I made them and then I have like a custom QR code and I made it wrong, so then I had to restart. So working on that. Business cards very soon. For the weekend, I did take in lots of trades, really cool trades. I'll show you guys in a minute, mostly singles, but at the very end, I did get sealed English product, which is very rare, and this was in it. But guess what I paid? Market pricing. So I can't really offer anything. I'm gonna just try and break even on it. I try and move it. Apologize guys, but I can't give any deals on this or I'll lose money. I guess I can mark it. What do you want me? I can mark it down to 60, lose $5. I don't know, dude. I really try my best to give deals, but I literally can't. I have to sell this at market. Like, unless the market goes up, I'll just keep my price, and the market will go up, and hopefully my price will just be the new cheaper price. I don't know. Sorry about that, but I did get this and like some Crown Zenith boxes, which sold instantly, which is really cool. So I showed you guys earlier the Raging Surf box. This box, the Mask of Transformation or Mask of Change, whichever you want to call it, and then Stellar Miracle are the boxes that are left from the flea market. So I'll put those up on the website. If you do want to shop from my website, that will be linked below. But other than that, I want to show you guys the singles because holy crap, they were insane. Not a lot of modern. It's going to be more X and Y and black and white. You got to see that these cards are insane, dude. We're on the shiny Eevee playmat. Here is the first new arrival. Dude, look at this. This is literally Ditto cosplaying as Charmander. Look at that. Yo. That is insane. I didn't even know. Apparently, bro cosplays as more cards as well. I didn't even know about that. I think there's like a Bulbasaur and a Squirtle as well. There's got to be more. Dude, that's just crazy though. Look at this next one. These reverse holos they did back in the day. Look at that. EX Holland Phantom, I think that says. That's sick though. That's so cool, bro. Look, I love when they do that. They add that little stamp right there to indicate that it's a reverse holo. I don't know, maybe that's holo too, or is it just the regular card a holo? I'm not sure, but that looks sick. Next up, look at all the Pokemon in this all-night party card. Dude, you had the giant moon with Cresselia right there, Umbreon, Crobat. That's just the tree right there. Okay, that's Weavile. Yo, look at this. That's so cool. And there's like a trainer right here. I don't know who she is, but that's sick. That looks really, really neat. On to the next. Look at this one. Shiny Magikarp right here. It's a promo. It's an XY promo. I don't know, dude. Maybe I came from a collection box or a tin. I'm really not sure, but it just looks. I have to show you guys this. Look at that. What? Just compare. So there was a shiny Magikarp before they even did a shiny Magikarp in the new shiny sets. Like what? That's insane. Here's Snivy. You can see it's a subtle little Cosmos holo right there. I think it's a regular Snivy, not a shiny one. I could be wrong though, because like shiny Snivy's teal, I think, or like light blue. It's really cool. Look at that. Now this is Black Kyrium, but it's a Shattered Glass holo. I think the only way you can get this is out of a theme deck. When they used to, there was like theme decks literally used to look like not this, but like shaped like this, and they had a little hook at the top. Dude, and inside would be one of these, and it came with a coin, some like cutout, or you could poke damage counters out. They were like paper or cardstock, I don't even know. Dude, and it came with like a 60 card deck, but I don't think you could fit sleeves in there. I think it was just the raw cards themselves could only fit in there. Dude, look at that though. So the Shattered Glass Black Kyurem. Here is Shining Jirachi. I had a Shining set that I sold as a lot, and now we got the Shiny Jirachi back. That's cool. That's always nice to see. That one's from Shining Legends. Here's Meloetta. Again, another one of these Cosmos X and Y. I think that Snivy was black and white, though. Black and white Cosmos holo. That's crazy. Wow. It's just so cool to see these miscellaneous promos. Look at this one. XY again. Shaman. Look at that, dude. Oh, I'm so happy. It looks like it's a sticker. Like, actually, like, I just want to peel it, dude. Oh, that's so cool. Here's Jirachi again. Non-shining form. X and Y. Dude, I thought it was black and white. It looks old. It looks like an older art. Wow. Again, dude, that's sick. Now, do you guys remember these? These are Prism Stars. Yo, in the Sun and Moon, early Sun and Moon era, they did this before switching to, like, tag teams. That was kind of the gimmick, like VMAXs in the early Sword and Shield era, and then they went to V-Stars. This was like a Prism Star. That's cool. I also think Sun and Moon had Ultra Beast too. So it was like, yeah, it was just another gimmick. Here's Manaphy. X and Y promo again. Dude, it's sweet. That's so cool. I actually remember this card. I think it comes from an actual collection box too. There's no way it comes from a tin. I hope I'm right. But like, dude, I don't think it's, I feel like I had this card in my collection at some point before I started this business. Look at that. Here's Chandelure. I just thought the artwork looked really cool. At some point, I do want to collect all the Chandelures. It would be really, really neat. Look at this Altaria. This one's from Roaring Skies. XY Roaring Skies. Dude. And I don't know how that's stamped on there. Is it a pre-release promo, maybe? I have no idea. Because usually the pre-release promo is on this side. Dude. That is just so cool. Having a Roaring Skies stamp, dude. It's crazy. That's cool. Here's a Giratina. I had this one a little bit ago, and then we got it back. I still don't know where it comes from, but it's an X and Y promo again. Look at that. That's clean. And now this black and white set's coming up. We got this Rush Ram, dude. That's why I picked it out. I was like, I don't know. People might go back to this Rush. It's a Dragon type 2. Wow. And yeah, from Roaring Skies again. Oh, that's cool. Same set. That's insane. It just looks really cool. Rush Ram is awesome. Now we're going a little bit further back. Now, these cards aren't in mint condition. Like, but at least the front of it, dude, it looks really clean. Look at that. I don't even know what set that's from, but dude, yeah, anything past black and white, I have no idea. I know a couple black and white. I know majority or all the X and Ys, but when we get to black and white, it gets iffy. And then anything past that, I have no idea. But look at this swirling pattern in the background. What is he in, yo? I don't even know. That's Ho-Oh right there. And then we picked this up on Saturday, bro. Look at Mega Gengar EX, the Mega Gengar. This one's a shiny from the Lunchbox tin, XY166. Look at this. And this one's one of the more cleaner ones too. I have it as LP, as actually this cam really picks up why it's an LP. Okay, that's cool. In person, you can barely tell. But yeah, I have it as LP. But still, dude. If this was gold, I don't know. I think the gold one isn't even shiny too. I could be wrong though. But if this like... Not just this, but if this part's gold as well, it's a secret rare. But I think Gengar is like the normal purple and pink Gengar, not the shiny one. But still, that's really neat. All right, moving on to these guys. This was from Mythical Collection or something like that. It was like there was a bunch of them. I picked up 4. I only found, actually, maybe I found more. I just didn't want to go over budget. But look, these are sick. They had... it was one card and maybe 2 or 3 like generation packs on each side with a pin and I want to say a coin, maybe a coin, I don't know, something like that. They're called Myth. I was trying to find pictures. These things were insane because they did a Hoopa, like a Hoopa EX box that had like 5 new ones, and they did another box I forget which also had like 5 new ones that weren't in those Mythical Collections as well, dude. Wow. Talk about illustration rares before they were actually called illustration rares. Dude, yeah, this is insane. Oh my goodness. It's just really, really neat. Here's the Darkrai one. That's sick. XY114. Here's a regular just GX, but you know, it's been ages since I've seen one in person. Look at that. Look, can you guys see it? I thought at first it was like the earth or something, but that's ocean right there. And then those are like the trees. The way it's cut, because the sun is like literally glaring down at the camera, so it kind of makes everything in the background kind of dark. At least that's how I think about it. Here, if I put it down, well, never mind. I guess look, you can see. It looks like a beautiful card, dude. Yo, that's sick. All right, here's Darkrai from Legendary Treasures. I think that's sick. Wow. When's the last time you've seen a just basic EX from the, what is this, black and white era? I think. I don't know. Is it black and white or X and Y era? Dude, that's how they used to make it, yo. But like, now we got all these like kid-friendly ones. Like, I know you can't compare, but it still looks cool. But dude, that's like my art, bro. I love this art though. This kind of style. Look at this. This is how they did it. This is how they made Emboar. Look at that, yo. That looks crazy. And then here's Dragonite as well. There's just a couple. Actually, that's all I have. But, well, yeah, in this new arrivals. All right. Yo. This is how they did it. That's how they did it, yo. That looks sick. So I saved the best for last. These are just the older ones. I have a lot of Journey Together cards and some SIRs, but you guys have seen them. I mean, it's cool. I can show you, but I mainly want to show you guys the older cards that you may have forgotten about or haven't just seen in a little bit. It's crazy. Here, look at this. Now, this Zygrade EX can only be found in the box. I'll show up on screen. Like, dude, I don't know. It was like an end of the year X and Y ultra super premium collection, but I'm not even. This thing had so many alternate arts, 2 deck boxes. I don't think it came with many packs, but this giant box of just full art alternate art cards that I think I don't even know when I actually have the box. I I can't remember them because at the time I wasn't super into the business side. I don't know if they were expensive or not at the time. I could be wrong. They could have been like insanely expensive, but I don't remember them being super popular until like years after the thing was released. But dude, this is this high grade EX right here. That's high grade here. We're gonna see him in Legends ZA. Here's Manaphy. Look at this. Is that black and white? Or I don't know. No, I think it's in black and white. I think the full arts that they had weren't even textured. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it was. Look at this though. Manaphy EX. Wow. I don't even know what set this from here. We can try and find 2016. No, that's definitely X and Y then. That's cool. I guess we can tell that way. Oh, this will 2015. Yeah, that's the roaring sky symbol. I know. Look at this. This is Thunderous EX. Wow. The full arts. The full arts. Oh my goodness. Because then they went to Sun and Moon and just made solid backgrounds. And now we're back to, let me find one. We're back to like these are just more vibrant. I know I can't compare Mana Swine to Thunderous. I'm just saying the background of the full art cards. We're kind of back to that, which they look cool. But yo, I don't know why in Sun and Moon they just changed. They made it a solid color, which is interesting. But yeah, look at that. It's Thunderous right there. You can see all the the textures and everything. They were smart where they put the texturing. Wow. That's really, really neat. All right, here's Darkrai EX. Look at this. 2016 again. This was from the same set. Yeah. Wow. That's is this Phantom Force? I don't know. No, Breakpoint. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I don't know, dude. I don't know what it is. I want to know. I just don't know. It's a really sick artwork. And then here's the last one. Okay, I think is this black and white? 2016. Dang it. Generations. I don't know, dude. Oh, dang. I wish I had a black and white full art. That'd be so cool. As you can see, I really want one. It would be cool to have. I think most of these are all X and Y, I think there's at least one or two black and white promos, those Cosmos Hollows. I get the guarantee the Snivy ones. But like to have a full art one, that would be so cool. Here's the Articuno. That's just really, really neat. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the new arrivals. We did have these were all the other. Yeah, we've seen these before though. I mean, here's some from Crown Zenith, Terrapagos. I did have some others, but I wanted to mainly show you guys the black and white and XY era because, man, it's been a little bit. It's been a second so that I had new arrivals being in that era. Yo, it's so cool to see that again. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to keep working with bulk. I'm going to do my best to get new boxes or Japanese boxes in for the most part. It's easier to get right now. Sure, the prices are going to be a little bit more due to that tariff, but it's still a lot easier to get if you don't have distribution or wholesale access to the English supplies. I appreciate everything, guys, and I will catch you probably not I want to do these whenever I have actual information or something actually happened, not just make one at the end of the week and nothing really happened. I just took in new arrivals, which I felt the need to show you guys. They're just really cool. It's really cool to look at the past again and see how that's how they made EXs. I mean, it's crazy. And me personally, I think the EXs back then looked more mature. I don't know. Might just be me, but I think they just look a lot cooler. But I'm excited for the new black and white set. Black Bolt White Flare, is that what it's called? Yo, that's coming out soon. I'm excited for that. I'll catch you guys later. And have a great day. Take care.